Harry, there you are. Glad I found you.
Hello, Wood.
Time for Quidditch practice, Harry. None of the other teams have started training yet, so we'll have a good head start.
But I haven't had lunch yet.
You can eat later. Follow me to the Quidditch pitch.
How dare you, Oliver Wood? Not respecting a man's lunch. So hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets Extended. This is guys 115 speaking, and happy December the 5th everyone. It's probably morning when you're watching this, but here at Hogwarts it's noontime. And you know what we like to do in noontime? Not obey our superiors, and instead, let's absolutely crash McGonagall's Transfiguration class in session.
Here's the entrance hall.
Now remember, both the Charms class and the Transfiguration classroom are on second floor, so this is exactly where we are headed. Now the Charms class itself will not be accessible until tomorrow's episode, but we will do something else entirely. But the Transfiguration class, which is a bit obscure because it's not even on the map, unlike the Charms class over here.
No getting through this door just now.
There is getting through this door just now. Now you are rewarded for exploration with another cauldron where you can mix Wiggenweld potions, but not right now. We don't have the know-how or the ingredients. Or you can get 3 beans from this box over here. Yeah, I'm afraid that's it. Not particularly exciting, but let me show you something. You can see a hint of students in the distance over there, and it's because there's a class going on. And guess what happens if we crash it?
Morag, please don't light the matches. No. Hold your wands to the left, not the right. Mr. Potter, why are you interrupting my class?
Sorry, Professor McGonagall. I think I'm lost.
Well, I suggest you try finding your way somewhere else while my class is in session. I shall deduct house points the next time you barge into my classroom, Mr. Potter. Now, where were we?
Now, Professor McGonagall is not kidding. Now, the reason why she said, Morag, don't burn the matches or don't light the matches, is that this is a reference to a spell that was cut content from the first game, the Philosopher's Stone. We were supposed to attend the Transfiguration classroom and learn a spell, I think Aviforce or something else, which was supposed to turn matchboxes into butterflies, and somehow that was supposed to make some areas accessible. It had the shape pattern of a butterfly, which I thought was really cool. Would be fun to follow that with our mouse cursor, but ultimately the spell got cancelled from the Philosopher's Stone PC game. So this cutscene over here is a slight nod to that in the Chamber of Secrets. Now here's the thing. If you do not follow McGonagall's instructions and decided to barge in, well, let me show you what happens. We are at 280 house points for Gryffindor, and this lady's not fooling around.
5 points from Gryffindor.
Harry's face when that happened. Oh, this is brilliant. But guys, this is terrifying. You will permanently lose 5 house points, and there's no way to get them ever again. Meaning next time you'll enter the Bean bonus room, you'll have less time. And you know how stressful it was the first time around. And you can keep doing this. She is beyond caring.
5 points from Gryffindor.
And if you're so inclined, you can lose all points. So if you'll forgive me, I really just wanted to show you this. I'm gonna reload the game, re-pick up our 3 beans and not disturb McGonagall's glass, and then I'm gonna see you outside with Oliver Wood. Isn't it wonderful how all our classmates are so infinitely patient with Harry just fooling and wandering around? This is great stuff. Now, if you're playing the normal retail version of the game, you will already see Fred and George standing out here selling you certain upgrades. But we'll first have to go through Quidditch Practice and sort of complete the main story point of today, progress it a little before they'll appear in the extended mod. Now again, Oliver will have to be patient over there because Hagrid has a couple of new dialogue lines to share with us. I think it's just 2 and then he'll start repeating the small talk and gossip. Nevertheless, one of these...
Hagrid's hut.
This always catches me off guard. One of Hagrid's new lines is an excellent bit of foreshadowing. So let's see what the old guy has to say.
Hi, Harry. Care for a spot of tea? No? I suppose you're too busy with classes, eh?
See, he wouldn't say it before because that was before we had even our first class.
I don't suppose you'd have any idea what's been killing me roosters, have you, Harry?
This, guys, this line. There's a reason why Hagrid's roosters are dying. Also, how many roosters does he have?
Nice day, innit, Harry?
Okay, and at this point we're just repeating.
The garden's looking quite lovely this year.
Talking about the garden, now that we've learned the Rictus Sempra spell, we can actually cast it on Hagrid's piglets. That makes me feel bad, I'll be honest. But I just want to show you that it is possible. To be honest, they don't seem to mind it as much. But you cannot cast at the confused-looking goat, okay? That one is immune to any kind of magic. I think it's no ordinary goat. Maybe it's even the talking goat from Broken Sword 2.
God, I hate marzipan. You can talk. I mean, you're a talking goat. Keep your voice down. This is between you and me, right? Well, I guess so.
Hello, Harry.
Exciting times. Are these students, by the way, heading from the Forbidden Forest? Wait, let's find out.
The scar on Harry Potter's forehead moves around like a snake, or so I heard.
I'll be honest, it's a bit early for that kind of gossip, but later in the year, that kind of gossip will make a lot of sense. Oh, I love that. What about you?
I beg your pardon?
Okay, you can keep begging my pardon. Wait, this wasn't here before. So this sort of blackboard over here, if you approach it, it will open up the same Quidditch menu you can access here, right? And later on you'll be able to use it directly to replay or even play for the first time any one of the 6 Quidditch matches you see displayed. So there'll be 2 against Hufflepuff, 2 against Ravenclaw, 2 against Slytherin. But first, let's have this year's practice.
Listen up, Harry. We're going to make sure we win the Quidditch Cup this year, and the way we're going to do that is practice, practice, practice. First, a quick recap of what we learned last year. Of course, you already know that the red ball is called a quaffle, and it's the job of the 3 chasers to get it past the enemy keeper and into one of the goalposts. But you don't need to concern yourself with that. There are also 2 bludgers flying around, which you don't want to get hit by. But don't worry, each team has 2 beaters who try to keep them away from you. Last, and most importantly, it's your job as our seeker to catch the golden snitch before the enemy seeker does. Since you've been off all summer, let's start out easy. I'm going to throw up a snitch for you, and I want you to try to catch it. Sounds easy enough? Alright then. You can use your arrow keys to steer your broom left, right, up and down.
Or you can use your mouse to move around freely. Now, why would you want to do that?
It'll automatically close in on the snitch.
Okay, I want to let Oliver Wood say his lines without interrupting him.
Nimbus 2001 gives you much needed speed.
That's one of the upgrades I talked about. Once Fred and George are posted outside, we will be able to buy Nimbus 2001. The icon will appear, I think, either in this or that corner.
That's it, Harry. Stay right on the snitch. You've almost got it.
Now, the way this works...
Mouse button to catch the snitch.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and talk. Whoa! Bludger! Okay, so the reason I'm postponing is just I want to have an opportunity to say something through Oliver Wood.
The interface can slow you down and put you further behind the snitch. Now the rest of the Gryffindor team is here.
Oh my
Let's
god,
play a mock game of
we have actual limited time to catch the snitch? I didn't know that. My god, Oliver Wood just doesn't let me talk. But essentially, here's an advice I'm gonna give you. Try not to move at all. That's the fastest way the golden snitch bar will fill up. You're on rails, but do not move directionally unless you absolutely have to avoid a bludger or an enemy seeker or any one of the random players who might be in your path or an actual obstacle. The quaffle pitches are often an obstacle in your way given the trajectory of the golden snitch. So just try not to move unless you absolutely have to, and you'll catch it as soon as possible, okay? Now guys, I'm just gonna repeat the whole exercise again and see how fast I can catch it.
Alright then. You can use your...
Okay, back in the action. So like I said, if you just stay still, the bar with the golden snitch icon will fill up the fastest, okay? Now I really prefer the Philosopher's Stone Quidditch over this, because you had direct control over Harry, and actually had to be good to pull it off in a good time, okay? Now you just wait, and wait, and wait. It will get a bit more involved than that, but it's still fairly boring.
Stay right on the snitch. You've almost got it.
Let's see our time that it took us to catch it.
Now the rest of the Gryffindor team is here. Let's play a mock game of Quidditch. Avoid the bludgers and the other seeker. I'm going to have a Gryffindor stand in as an enemy seeker. You'll need to make sure she's out of the way before you can catch the snitch. Don't worry, they'll take it easy on you.
Okay, now Oliver talks about Quidditch armor, though we can barely hear him. Now, the only danger are the bludgers and the enemy seeker, in this case, the Gryffindor girl over here. Make sure to spam, for me, it's right mouse button whilst kicking them. You can only do that when on their side, not when above or beneath them, so you need to level with them. And these are the only reasons you need to move at all. Oh my god, so close. Okay, the moment it flashes red, let's press the left mouse button. There we go.
Excellent work, everyone. You're back on form, Potter, which means we've got a great chance of winning the cup this year.
Aren't you finished yet, Harry?
Don't look now, but here comes the Slytherin team.
I don't believe it. I booked the pitch for today.
Hey, they've got new brooms and it looks like, yes they are! They're Nimbus 2001s!
Apparently, Lucius Malfoy made a very generous donation.
Like our new brooms, Weasley.
What are you doing here, Malfoy? I'm the Slytherin Seeker now. Didn't you know? Perhaps someday Gryffindor will be able to afford new brooms.
Well, at least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudbloods.
You'll pay for that one, Malfoy.
Well, at least I
Could afford it, Weasley, unlike you.
That was a good reply. Uh-oh.
Ron, are you alright? I don't feel so good.
Ron, you'd better get to Hagrid's quick.
My god, that was an insufferable laughter. Also, why are we going to Hagrid's? Why not Madame Pomfrey's? Now I know, we're following the story, but still. By the way, guys, everything since Ron said you'll pay for that one, Malfoy, at least I can afford it, Weasley. Everything after that point is now restored in the extended version of the game. In the retail version, you would just be thrown into another storybook-like cutscene telling of the most recent events and the story would progress. But now, we get to move around as Harry wearing his Quidditch armor. How cool is that? You can explore secrets, that sort of thing. Well, only the ones you can explore in the beginning. We still don't know Scourge, Defender, nor Spongify. Returning back results in this awkward blackout, and we cannot enter Hogwarts wearing our Quidditch uniform. Harry will just say something like, I suppose this door is locked. Oh well, doesn't make much sense. Also, Fred and George are still not here. Like I said, we need to complete our practice, but also progress the story. So let's see what's up with Ron. Poor guy. There he waits for us. Oh, now you can step on these, but they're perfectly safe. They'll just make the slimy sound. So unlike spiders, you cannot really crush these. Ooh, I can't imagine how nasty it must be. In the movie, the ones that Ron was spitting out, actually they tasted great, like peppermint or something like that, according to the making of. Now, the moment we enter Hagrid's hut, another completely restored cutscene from the extended version of the game will take place. So guys, this is after the cutscenes where I'm gonna part for the day, but I nevertheless hope you enjoyed today's Quidditch practice, and tomorrow we will actually play a proper Quidditch match.
How are you feeling, Ron?
Oh, I never want to see another slug as long as I live. Next time I'll get Malfoy for sure. How can he call Hermione a mudblood?
Ron, it's only a word.
Yeah, but that word's the most insulting thing he could think of. Mudblood is a really unpleasant name for someone whose parents are non-magical. There are some wizards who think they are better than everyone else because they're pureblood.
Thanks for defending me, Ron.
If you ask me, all this mudblood nonsense has caused more trouble than it's worth. People of non-magical families have as much right to be at Hogwarts as anybody else.
Yuck! I can still taste the slugs. I think I need to go and brush my teeth again.
October arrived damply at Hogwarts, spreading a soggy chill over the grounds and into the castle. A different kind of chill would soon set in as well.
Now, before you wrap yourselves up warmly for that soggy October chill, I would like to say thanks to my free patrons as well as to my loyal Winstons. Blank Goopel, Mick, Severin Drax, Enstickle, Katie Danger and Boother 2. I would also like to say big thanks to my caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkie, Karavetu and Renegade Durney. Next, I would love to give a special thanks to both of my veteran Winstons, Andrea Paviglianetti and Alexander. And finally, I would love to give a very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. Thank you so much for your generous support of the channel, and also specifically today for bringing a bucket to collect those disgusting snails in Hagrid's hut. This way we avoided making a mess in his cozy place. Thank you also to everyone for watching, and tomorrow we will actually have a proper Quidditch match this time against Hufflepuff, and I'll go over through some of the Quidditch upgrades, pretty much the primary reason why you are even collecting beans in this game. And until then, I wish you a cozy night.